everyone, it's Carrie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I created this Flippy Flappy stack of envelopes to put on the cover of this memory book. So you want to start by collecting some envelopes in various shapes and sizes. The more variety, the better. I chose 9 different shaped envelopes for this project. I wouldn't go any more than that because then it becomes a bit too bulky. You will also need something to attach your envelopes to. I chose this poster backed with cardstock to attach them to. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is trim off the edge of your envelope that you want as an opening so you can hide those little secret notes in. I'm just using my hole punch to make a little thumb notch to make it easier to pull out whatever you put inside your envelope. As you go, you want to keep testing your pieces just to make sure they're all looking good and they're in the places that you want them to be in. All right, for the next one, I'm going to trim the top edge off. As you may have noticed, this is a World War II memory book I am working on, and it is for a dear friend of the family, and her father was a fighter pilot in World War II, and he served with the Royal Air Force and the Royal Canadian Air Force. So I want to put this on the back of my envelope, but before I do that, I need to line the inside of my envelope so my piece of paper doesn't glue the entire envelope together. So I'm going to take a little scrap of this and just glue it to the inside there. So now that all of my envelopes are decorated, now it's time to position them in the right spots so I know where I want to glue them down. Okay, so I think I'm finally settled on the positioning of all these envelopes, and now it's time to get gluing them down. Silly me didn't have the camera turned on when I started gluing down the first 3 envelopes. So what you want to do is make sure you start with the first envelope, glue that one into place first, and then start layering the top ones over top. I started on the right hand side first, and now I'll start working on the left hand side. Sometimes you'll find that your hinges of the envelopes become a little bit too fragile and will begin to rip. So you want to reinforce that. I'm just using some washi tape and just going to glue it down along the edge just to reinforce it. Okay, I am really happy with that, and now it's time to attach it to the cover of my memory book. Okay, and so before I attach it, I have a few things I need to add to my cover. First of all, the closure. So I've taken this flap of an old RCAF Airman's Kit bag flap, and I'm going to use that as my closure. I'm just adding some black and gold trim just to finish off that edge. Okay, I think that looks good, and now it's time to position this into place and glue it down. As you can see, I used the tail end of her father's tie as a closure, and I just added a little magnet on the inside of it and magnetized it to a magnet that was put inside my cover. Well, there you have it. I hope this inspires you to try making your very own Flippy, Flappy stack of envelopes for your journal. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.